Okay, guys, so I'm doing this commentary at school, yeah, no problem there. It's a Domination on Arcadin, uh, using the Striker and Specialist stuff. I think that's mostly what I want to just harp on is the Specialist stuff in this commentary. I think I was using Assassin as my first Specialist unlock, probably with Hardline Pro as my second perk, so that I get it pretty much immediately. This is also a theater mode gameplay, I want to point that out. But as you see, I'm going to run straight past C and go up to A, because with a Striker, I generally think that's the best option. Try and pick them off as they're coming through these doors, but this time they decided not to do that. But it's all good. I saw that that thing was broken, so I knew they were over here. So I ran over here, pick up a quick kill on the sniper guy, and his buddy right there. And I think I'm going to die. Yeah. So there was another one down there, and they all ran that side, though, just to watch the B flag. And considering that my whole team is up here, they either spawned there, or, I don't know. We didn't have a very good spawn there, if that's what happened. But, anyway, right now, I should be trying to go and get the B flag, but I kind of got stuck between a rock and a hard place there. And unfortunately, they were able to grab the B flag off the bat. So, not a great start, and, I think at this point, I'm just going to try and take it now. I'm able to pick up 2 kills quick here with this MP9 on the B flag, and pretty much just wait for them to come. I thought they were coming right there, but apparently they weren't, or they were up on the awning. I saw one guy right there, and I'm gonna come around and knife him. And yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and give you the play-by-play on what I'm doing, but I mean, with a shotgun, it's pretty straightforward. You kind of get in their face. You know, and I like to kind of hold down a position with a shotgun. That's just the way I play. That doesn't mean that it's the best way to play, but that's kind of the way I do it, is to just kind of secure an area and hold it really well, because it's really hard to come into a room with a guy that has a Striker waiting for you. A lot of the time on YouTube, you see people running around with the Striker more, which is a good option, but I feel like for me, considering my playstyle, the best thing for me to do is to kind of hold down the fort with the Striker. I've picked up this MK14. I'm not a huge fan of the MK14. It's just a personal preference thing. But I am able to get a few kills with it this time, which is cool. And I got my Specialist bonus, which really helps out. I feel like it helps out assault rifles a lot. Even more than it helps out like SMGs. It helps out shotguns a crazy amount, because you have range and damage at the same time. And if you have extended mags, which I don't think I had extended mags in this gameplay, I wouldn't quote me on it, but I think I was running range grip, or maybe just focus grip. I probably didn't have it unlocked at this point in time. I'm trying to look. I have blue camo, so it could have been range, but with the Specialist unlocked for shotguns, it's Specialist on shotguns is without a doubt the best strike package to go with, because having range and damage at the same time is just unbelievably good. And here I go on a bit of a tear with the MP9, pick up about 3 or 4 kills with it. This is a really good secondary, especially for a shotgun class, because it's very good at range. And obviously your shotgun is not good at range, so it's really helpful to have the ability to pick people off at range with your secondary, since you can't do it with your primary. But like I was saying, the assault rifles are helped out a lot with Specialists, because you can have Stalker and Marksman, and you can have things like Sleight of Hand and Scavenger. Both of those are combos that are really good, and I feel like at least for me, the stealth perks aren't as necessary with an assault rifle. Like Assassin is still really good, but like Blind Eye is generally not as useful for me when I'm using an assault rifle as it is when I'm using like an SMG or something. When I'm trying to get when I'm running out in the open a lot, trying to get between them and out to flank them, you know. As you can tell, I'm not getting a crap ton of kills with my striker, just because I know when the best time to use a striker is and when the best time to have someone else's secondary is. And right now, this is the best time to have someone else's secondary. I mean, the striker is a very situational weapon, and a lot of people think, you know, well, they're going to say, you know, you're using a striker class, use the striker. But yeah, extremely situational. Like for instance, right now I'm running through this area, which is a very good close range area. There's a spawn up there outside those escalators, which comes up from C, it goes towards A. It's a very, very close range area. I think I'm going up to it right now. Yeah. And the striker is really good for this spot to pick up kills in here. But for where I was earlier, looking down that sight line towards B, it's a really long sight line. This striker is obviously practically useless down that sight line. It's really only useful in that part of the map as far as for them like coming in at you, you know. But right now you can see I'm picking up most of my specialist perks just in that stairwell alone. And right here is obviously a really good example of just pulling out a different weapon to fit the need. Pull out the MP9 because there's a guy taking B, and I didn't want to run at B with my striker. That's obviously not as good of an option as picking him off at a distance with the MP9. And I just totally missed that guy on the right there. But fortunately for me, he isn't able to kill me, which is pretty awesome. And I didn't know where he was, so I was kind of waiting for him to come out here and run out after me, but he never did. So, but yeah, so just don't ever fall into the mindset that you have to use your primary, or that, you know, if you have a striker, people are going to scorn you because you're not rushing. I mean, maybe people will hate on you a little bit, but you have to understand that you have to do what's best in order to do well in the game. And if you're at a long sight line with a striker, you're not going to do well. And here that guy was hiding behind that. That made me so mad. I didn't see him. But anyway, yeah, do whatever is best for the game. Don't let the current Call of Duty trend dictate what you're going to do as far as using your gun is concerned. Here I think I'm going to be able to pick up this other guy. Oh, no, I don't. Try to get the throwing knife, cheeky little throwing knife kill, but I don't pick it up, fortunately. But I'm going to take this flag, and yeah, we're going to stay in this game. I think we ended up doing really well in this game as far as the score is concerned. I think they only have like 98 points at the end of the game, so it went really well. Here I'm going to try and get a couple throwing knife kills just for fun. Throwing knife, really, I mean, it's an okay weapon as far as like climbing ladders and stuff like that is concerned, but there's not that many ladders in this game. I feel like it's sometimes useful with the shotguns just because it can be used at range, you know. But the MP9 is a better choice at range than using the throwing knife. But yeah, go on a bit of a tear here at the end, get the final kill for my specialist streaks, and yeah, that's the game. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.